Have you heard of Aramco, Lancey?
No.
Yeah, these guys are the biggest oil company out there in the world.
Why would they do this?
The Saudi. Do you have a sense of this?
My understanding is that they're looking to diversify the economy.
Yeah.
Basically, right? So, and another related point that I think is actually relevant here is that oil prices have not been great this year as well. I mean, if you are wanting oil prices to go up, that has not been good for you, right? You can even see it sort of reflected in gas prices. They've come down fairly significantly. Prices at the pump are favorable. That's good for our consumers, right? But it's bad for oil producers and it's bad for oil producing nations.
Yeah.
And it underscores what Saudi wants to do. And this is from what I understand from the news stories, they want to diversify their economy, but it's not so easy as just saying, well, we'll just start also producing tractors.
Yeah,
and we'll also start to make
the good old boys at Deere and
software.
Caterpillar are doing that.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
That'd be bizarre.
There's already plenty of that going on. So
I mean, what do we really think? What do we really think they're going to do with it? So what are they going to do with this? So they're going to get the government will get $100 billion in cash, cold hard cash, and they got to figure out what to do with that to diversify their economy. I think they're probably seeing the fact that electric cars are going to take over.
Right.
So let's try and cash out, I guess.
Yeah.
They're probably quaking in their boots a little bit about Elon. So
yeah.
So they take that $100 billion. I mean, what? I guess they need to hire some consultants from McKinsey or something to tell them what to do with that $100 billion.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of what happened.
Right.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you're, and I think there's some logic to what they want to do as well, right? I mean, you have one, you're good at one thing.
Oil.
Right?
That's it.
Exactly. I'm really good at one thing. Well, what happens if that one thing has a big problem?
Right.
Whatever it is, right? So it's a sensible plan.
Right.
In fact, it's probably something that they should have tried to find a way to do
long time ago,
50 years ago, or 40 years ago.
Now, when they issued some debt a few months ago, maybe 6 months ago, I can't remember the date, people were just all over it. It was well oversubscribed. They borrowed, I think, $12 billion. And it was just so people were just clamoring to lend them money. And that was so well received that I think that they were like, yeah, we should probably do an IPO because look how good the bonds did.
That's interesting. I missed that one, but I wonder though, like, do they have much debt out there? They probably don't.
No, Saudi. It might have been they probably have some debt, but very little.
So that's probably why, right?
Why it did well? Yeah, maybe
right.
That's true.
Because they're probably a highly rated credit in that case. In which case, people like some good credit. If they
absolutely,
get some yield. Yield is tough.
That's right. These days,
yield is a big problem.
That's absolutely right.